Hello everyone and welcome to another SMITE video. I guess this is a SMITE video. It may not look like it right now because there's a webcam with me. Let me just get rid of that. I can do Alt 2 I think. Yep, that goes away. So this is my desktop. I'm just trying a new way of commenting, I guess. I wanted to get this webcam in, and obviously because this isn't live I had to find a different way to do it. So I'm doing it this way, and it's weird looking into a camera because I'm used to looking at the microphone. So yeah, I'm going to go into a SMITE video. Where is my game footage? SMITE, and I've got Thor, and I stopped recording this pretty early, I guess, just because, well, I started recording this pretty early. Like, it wasn't straight off the bat. I was like, should I record this? I don't want the stress of having to record and do well. I don't know. It's just weird when you press the red light, when you press the record button, it's, annoying because you're consciously aware that you're recording. But anyway, this is going to be interesting because I'm going to have the webcam up in a second on a full screen recording. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So let's get this up there. And let's get the webcam back up, and Alt 1, is it back up? Yes it is. Hopefully you should see my face in this area here, I guess. Can you see the mouse? Yes you can, awesome. So we're just going to go ahead and press play. I hope the sound levels are okay. I can't really hear it. Yeah, I don't want to really hear it. The only problem is I want to balance it for you guys, because obviously this isn't DxTory, and I can't really balance the audios in XSplit, which is what I'm using to record the local recording of the webcam and everything, and it's what I'll use to stream if I ever get a job and get a good internet and play this game. But everything's set up and ready to go for that. So the last game I played with Thor was my first game actually that I uploaded, and I done really well. I went something like 9-0. It was just a really good game, and this was the second game I played with Thor, and it was pretty much almost the same. I think Wiz was I don't know, I can't remember who Wiz played when I went Thor in the game before. I'm really bad, I should remember these things. But I'm doing jungle again in this one, and we do the usual tactic of if they're in the solo lane, you do the jungle buffs with them. So I do speed, and then I do the solos blue, and then I get level 3 in the in the lane, and then I go off back into the jungle to do my camps. And it's a really difficult concept to do a jungle in this game, because it's not like Dota, or I haven't really played League of Legends, so I don't know what it's like in that game. But there's two sides. You can be pretty much dived in the jungle as a jungler by the enemy jungle at any time. So if you're not ready, the jungler can just come up, because it's relatively safe to go into the enemy jungle at any point in the game, just because there's people usually stuck to their lane, and if your lane's in lane with them, you can see where everyone is. So yeah, it's pretty good, but I don't think I came across their jungler that much. They have a Hunbats. Okay, I'll just go over the characters we're playing. So we have a Thor, an Odin, a Chuck, an Anubis, and a Hunbats. And I remember the lobby for this game. Okay, this was a funny game. So I called jungle, and then somebody else locked in Hunbats, which is this monkey guy over here. And he's also a jungle assassin character like Thor is, and I just thought, just missed the chance. Okay, that was really bad. So the Huntbats locked in, even though I called jungler. I wasn't really paying attention because somebody was in my room. Can I get this one? Yes, I can. Epic assassinate. And I was just like, I wasn't paying attention at all. Wiz was like, dude, somebody's already called jungle, why are you picking Hunbats? And he was just like, blah blah. And then there was this whole discussion, and I locked in Thor when I came back and saw, oh, somebody's picked Hunbats. And it was just like, okay, well, he's gonna go mid, I'll go into jungle because I called it. And he was nice enough to say, it's okay, I can go mid. And he got absolutely blasted in mid lane just because he's an assassin. Like, it's so painful to go in lane, like solo lane, as an assassin, just because it doesn't really work unless you're like hyper carry Mercury or something, which I've seen work. Wiz played him solo a few times and really done well. But pretty much all I'm doing is just sticking to my jungle and ganking when possible. I went in like Change just because the Hunbats needed my help, and I thought I could get the kill, and I did, so happy days. What else is there to say? I had other things to say, but I can't remember what they were. I'm just like mesmerized by this game. I like watching SMITE gameplays back just because it's just nice. Anyways, my Hunbats wasn't in mid lane, so I thought I'd get some mid farm and push the lane so it's not in our tower, just because that's how you're supposed to do it. If a tower's being attacked and no one's in lane, then yes, as a jungler you can go in and defend it. And I completely whiffed. Oh no, I hit her. Okay, I'm happy with that. I thought I completely missed. I misremembered. But okay then. So Thor as a character, he's Actually, before I get into Thor as a character, I'll go over the enemy team's lineup. So they have an Apollo, a Nemesis, a Hunbat's jungler, a Ra, and a Chang'e. I won't go into specifics because this game isn't that long. I'm pretty happy with how the game went, but it really isn't long at all. I don't have that much time left. So Thor, because I didn't talk about him in the live commentary that I did with Wiz, just playing the game, he's tricky. Like, he's probably my worst jungle, and that's, I don't know, it's tricky between him and Loki. Loki is probably my worst, actually, just because he falls off really hard late game, and Thor can actually stay pretty relevant because he has a bit more health, he can tank a tiny bit more, and his one blink ability, his escape ability, is pretty much like off cooldown almost instantly, and Loki's is kind of But Thor he's very punishable early game if you don't get your right jungle. Like, there's a level 4 Hunbats and I'm level 6 Thor. I do so much more damage than he does. It's ridiculous. And I completely miss. And there's a Chang'e as well. Can I kill them both? No, I've run away because I missed. I completely whiffed up my skills. I was like, well, I'm out of here. So, like I was saying, Thor, I found him to be difficult and at times rewarding. If you screw up early game, like I've done a few times after these 2 games, then he's really hard to catch up. It's just like, well, our jungle buff was stolen, we got into a team fight or something like that, and I was just behind. I didn't hit level 2 forever. It was just an awkward early game, and I couldn't do anything with him. And I couldn't gank, I couldn't really jungle that hard. And my jungle was being taken as well by the enemy jungler. I was just always a bit too slow. And it was just really difficult to keep up. And we managed to win in late game, but I was just losing my morale. And I was like, I don't want to play with this team. And I started to surrender vote twice just because I was fed up and we were behind. But we did manage to come back and win, and I didn't record it. But I done awful anyway, so there really wasn't much point in recording that, just because I done personally terrible. Also, a note: the games I do upload, I'm usually like completely owning. That's a very rare occasion. That doesn't usually happen. Like this video now, this is still a rare occasion. I'm surprised we managed to pull it off, but occasionally we get placed with complete morons, and we end up getting stomped because there's nothing we can do. We may be able to carry our lanes, but we can't carry against 5 players. So, meh. Playing with morons is a very common occurrence, and playing against them is very rare. So these games where I'm completely stomping are like the rare occasion. So as you can see, the camps I'm doing, I'm just basically going around doing all the camps that I can, like the buff camps, the XP camps, the mid camps, and you may be annoyed slightly by me moving over to the window to point out some stuff, but yeah, I completely whiffed this initiation. I thought they were going to go in. They had the health to keep that fight going, and if I would have got the initiation, that would have been just a complete stomp. But well, whatever. Shit happens. So you don't like me like moving my mouse. What the hell was that? So someone's talking to me on Facebook. Who is that? Oh, it's someone called Simon. Okay then, well, he can wait. If it was a girl, it might have been different. But anyways, we have the XP camps here, and Ra is dead. So we have the XP camps here, we have the mid camps here, which give a lot of experience. And then there's the buff camps, like scattered around the place. Over here is the Gold Fury, and there's the Fire Giant. And because it's lagging the game a bit when I move mouse over, I can take it off. There we go. It should have smoothed over a bit. Maybe recording and mousing over a video is kind of awkward. I don't know how this is going to turn out. This is going to be interesting. But we have about 5 minutes left, I think. But just being a jungler is just basically as it is, like on the tin. Just stay in the jungle. Hopefully people will stick to their lanes, and you gank when necessary or when you can. If you see an enemy that's pushed up too hard, then you gank them. If you see someone that needs help, then you can come out and help them if you choose to, but it might be more beneficial for you to stay in your jungle and just keep leveling and they die. There are a lot of decisions as being a jungler that you have to make, and it's kind of difficult at times because you're like, which one do I make? It's not an easy position. Some might think, oh, you can just passively farm in the jungle, it's fine, but really it's not, because you may have to buy wards. You have to go and choose your camps wisely, like which buff do I pick up, when do I gank, who needs my help, which side should I be on, when are the camps up, more importantly, the timing of it. It's all, you have to be thinking about all these things, and it's great if you want to learn the game and the mechanics of the map, but it's horrible if you're a new player, and I think I'm level 18 or 19 at the moment, so I'm getting there very slowly with how to play this game, and being a jungler is helping me learn quite a lot. But it's also, I also get like stomped on by people who are more experienced than me in the jungle. Like especially we were going against an enemy jungle Thor when I was a solo Chuck or something like that. And he was doing so good. He was just like getting to all the buffs, and it was just, it was a horrible time. No. It was when I was at Jungle Fenrir, and my nemesis screwed me over. So I locked in Fenrir. I said I'm jungle. No one else had called any other roles. And then last second, they chose Nemesis and then stole all of my jungle. I was like, dude, what the hell? And they screwed over our duo lane, and it was just a horrible time. But anyways, whatever. I managed to get this Ra. See, look, Ra was pushed up in a solo lane with, I don't know why it was a solo lane, this should be duo lane, but he was pushed up on his own against our tower with only a handful of minions left to protect him, so it's just like prime material to get him. Like, Ra has no escape. He's a mage. He can do insane damage, he can clear a wave really well, and he can heal, but he has no escape. And it's just like, oh well, there's a dead Ra. If he can't get his abilities off on me, then he's pretty much screwed, because I do so much damage. If you look at in the left hand corner, you can see the damage I do. It's currently 123, which is my auto attack damage. On the right, you'll see my physical power. And as an assassin, you usually get all of your physical power put into your auto attack as well. So you can look up all the stats, and there's the Apollo being an annoying little git. I don't know how my Mjolnir went all the way to the left. That was really weird. I threw it straight-ish, and then it just decided to go whoop and veer off. It's weird. Because Mjolnir is a really powerful tool for Thor, because he can use it as an escape, or he can do insane damage with it. So when he uses it, he can blink to it by pressing the hotkey again, or he can just wait it out, and if you've targeted right, it will hit them on the way back for double damage, which is absolutely insane. It's so good at killing people. And you can see I done their blue buff. Hopefully Anubis will come and take it, but I don't think he does, just because, yeah, Anubises are usually bad. And oh my god, I've only just got dev gloves. Okay, so I maxed out my boots first, and I got dev gloves, but I think that's where this game ends. It's oh man, this game was so fun. I just liked stomping as Thor. I've not died yet. I've only got 3 kills, 11 minutes in, but all my other lanes were doing like proper work, so I didn't really have to like gank very much, just because everyone was doing well, and I really just enjoyed the casual farm. If it was another game where they were competent, then yeah, it probably would have been a bit more stressful, but it was just like, yep, just breeze through it, get my speed buff, do some more buffs, and the enemy will surrender any time now, I think we've got about a minute until they surrender. Look at them, they've got some damage on our mid tower, which is that was their strongest lane, because they were against an assassin, and we have taken their left. Their right is pretty much dead, and of course the mid has like got hardly any damage on it. The Thor ult does insane damage, by the way. I thought it's so annoying. I was like, oh no, bring it back, bring it back. So I completely missed that. I want the kill. I want the... No, Chuck got it. Okay. So we had a little bit of semi-argument. We've won. Wait, they've given up. Okay, we had a semi-argument there, because I was like, bring her back to the back. I can't hit her from here because I ulted too far away. And he was like, I did. I was like, no, you fucking didn't. It was a really like awkward, fun kind of moment. But we got the kill edit regardless. I just wanted to steal it. I'm going to get rid of my... Let's go to Alt 1. No, it's Alt 2. There we go. Get rid of my webcam. And post-game lobby, this just goes over what people did. And I thought I'd done rather well. So I done like very little player damage, but I got loads of loads of, well, a relative amount of kills. It wasn't an amazing game as Thor, but I really enjoyed it. So this is an example of what's to come, maybe when I start doing live streaming or recording with webcam. By the way, this webcam is horrible. You can probably, let me get it back up. You can probably see like how choppy it is. I don't know how choppy it's going to turn out, but it looked to me over there on my second screen, it looks really choppy. And I bought this webcam, and I regret my decision, because it's a horrible webcam. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.